All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Q&A live stream. My name is Chris, and today is Sunday, August 13th, 2023. Once again, we're going to be doing a live stream. So obviously, once again, we're doing this. Yes, I know. Yay, more live streams from Chris. How exciting. He hasn't done these in a long time, so it's very exciting to do these again, and I can finally do them. Again, it's been a while, and I figured last night's live stream was pretty successful, and I figured, you know what, let's give it another whirl because you guys responded incredibly well, and I have water here in my hands, so we will get started in a few moments here. So, all right. So let's go ahead and perfect. Good. Okay. All right. X out of there. Hi, Brandon Smith. Hello, it's the G-Man. How are you guys doing this evening? So, hello, Alex. How are you? So, okay, there's a lot of people that are going to start joining, and then we'll get started with our discussions and questions. I want to once again apologize that I got cut short last night. Something did come up, and unfortunately, obviously, I was not able to continue the live stream. So a lot of people seem to be joining tonight's live stream, so that is good to see. And we will get started with our discussion once more people do come on the stream. So, with that being said, hello, Elevators of Steel City. Hello, Northwest Indiana Elevators. Hello, Alex. Hi, this G-Man, and hello, Brain Smith. So, we do have a lot of people on here, which is great. Very exciting, obviously. So there's not really that much to discuss, but if you guys want to talk about Christmas tree shops, Sears, what the next Sears Kmart store closure is going to be, what you guys have some opinions on, if you guys have heard anything in the recent couple of days, you guys can let me know in the stream of what you've known, or maybe there was something you saw today that you would like to discuss. So yeah. Is the Spirit of Halloween? No, I don't know. They're not putting a Spirit of Halloween at Quaker Bridge. Yeah, I know about the Nordstrom at Roosevelt Field. The Kona did a beautiful job modernizing that. I'm not rushing back out there for a Kona. Unless there's like a big ticket thing that's going away in that area, there's no reason for me to rush back out there. I wanted to see Whitman, which honestly, I really did like Whitman. I just went on a rainy day, and it was. I'll tell you, the Long Island Railroad is not fun. I mean, the good thing was, at least when I went, I only had to change in, what was it, Jamaica, and the train was on the same platform, which is nice. But it's not the easiest place to get to. I mean, the only good thing, at least for me, because New Jersey Transit goes to Penn Station, it makes it a little bit easier to connect to Long Island because with the connectivity, just getting my water, with the connectivity in Penn Station, but still, it's painful to get all the way out there. It really is. I try to limit to it once a year, usually. Yeah, and I'm hearing some things about Braintree. They apparently removed some jobs, and so I'm not surprised that the freight was broken. So it sounds like Braintree, there might be something going on there, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. Really? Well, I'm not surprised. That was an awful Macy's Furniture Gallery for years. So I'm not surprised that they moved into the one. That Macy's, it's such a weird Macy's Furniture Gallery, but at the same time, I kind of get it. You can't really put a furniture gallery in Short Hills. But yeah, that was not a great building for them, so I'm not surprised that they moved into the former Bob's store. Um, yeah, I do sometimes, but I don't frequent a Spirit Halloween that much. It might. Apparently, what one of the people in the what somebody was telling me was is that the jobs were removed for Braintree. So, and then usually when the jobs are removed, that's really when the liquidation process begins. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, Chris, what do you think the future of Sears is? Real estate, 100% real estate. It's Yeah, and I'm hearing these things. Oh, there's someone that puts this out there. They're saying Kmart's going to come back. I mean, that is, I mean, and I get it. I feel bad. They're really trying on LinkedIn, but at the end of the day, the realization is they're just acting as, oh yeah, we're going to relaunch the brand, but guess what? It's going to fail. Like the small format. Remember the small format concept stores? Remember when they tried those out and there were three different concepts? Guess what? They all closed earlier this 2 months ago. So the philosophy of trying something when you know it's not going to work, why are you going to pour money into something that is just going to close? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah, they want a resume builder, but guess what? For a company that only has maybe six Kmart's, what they're gonna reboot them a small Kmart's like they're doing with Miami. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Depends if SB360 posts something. Non-closing Sears, about six non-closing Kmart's and 11 non-closing Sears stores. I don't think they're going out anytime soon. All Christmas tree shops shut down yesterday. Yesterday was their last day of business. So they're basically no more. The only remnants left of any Bed Bath and Beyond store that's not going out of business is Cost Plus World Market, and honestly, they're not doing too well either. They might make an announcement within the next couple of months or so. Well, I'm not surprised. They probably didn't have more parts for it, so I'm not surprised that Simon Property Group would do that. Oh, I feel sorry for them too. But Bed Bath and Beyond really screwed up a lot of those chains, and I even think too that they're to blame for the downfall of Cost Plus World Market. That's another chain that's on borrowed time. That I think they're going to go as well. I mean, think about it. Harmon went, Bed Bath and Beyond went, Bye Bye Baby went, Christmas Tree Shops went. Yes, after they got sold, also went down the tubes. So Cost Plus World Market, I think, is heading down the same path, unfortunately. And that'll be the end of the whole Bed Bath and Beyond family of brands. It's really sad to say that, but it is the unfortunate truth. Marmaria, that sounds like an Italian restaurant. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and this is why I think Simon also stepped in and bought J.C. Penney, because Simon Property Group realizes that, wait a second, we see Sears pulling out of our malls. We saw a bunch of Lord and Taylor shut down. If we lose J.C. Penney, our value of all of our properties across America will go down. And then it will get Macy's to think the same way. Gee, if J.C. Penney can't make it here, then Macy's can't make it here. So that's why I think they stepped in to save J.C. Penney. And they were honestly the only company that could do that. And I'm very happy about that because it did save a lot of jobs. Like a lot of people had their jobs saved because these property owners stepped in and bought J.C. Penney out. So they know that once JCPenney goes, their malls are very vulnerable. So they will do anything they can to keep Simon will do anything they can to keep JCPenney over Sears. Simon does not care about Sears whatsoever. And in fact, there are only two Simon malls left. I'm sorry, rather, three Simon malls left in the United States, mostly on the East Coast, that have a Sears store. So Simon will buy JCPenney over Sears because JCPenney has more of a presence still versus a Sears presence. And we all know that the Sears presence is sparse. But even that, I mean, why would you even go on LinkedIn and say, oh, yeah, we're going to bring it back. We're going to have furniture and we're going to, we're going to have this and we're going to get furniture. I mean, why would you even bring furniture into Sears? What's that going to do? I mean, it's not working for Macy's. So why all of a sudden is this Raymond guy, coming in and thinking that, oh, I mean, Eddie Lampert must be paying him a sick amount of money to do all this. I think this is all a scheme to get the general public to have a perception to think that Sears is still staying alive. Eddie Lampert is definitely paying this clown a lot of money to make these posts on these social media sites and to make sure that it's worded correctly so that he gets paid a lot of money. He's definitely getting a piece of the pie of Eddie. He's definitely working close hand in hand with Eddie Lampert, because you wouldn't just go posting that on LinkedIn. Even like the whole Burbank, it's another scheme. It's 100% a scheme, because you don't just go on social media and advertise Kmart as a furniture store. I mean, who goes to Kmart for furniture? There's only two left in America, in the mainland America, and one of them's already closing. I mean, one of them is gone by the end of next month. But why would you even make a post like that? We're going to bring in furniture and we're going to open up more stores. We're going to reopen Burbank. We're going to reopen Union Gap. What, just to fulfill lease obligations? Because someone can't even buy the stores? I mean, it's ridiculous. Raymond Marquez is definitely getting paid off by Eddie Lampert to do these social media schemes. And clearly this guy is falling right into the trap. My advice to Mr. Marquez is you might want to really reconsider and maybe look for employment elsewhere, because Eddie's going to screw you. Think about it. He screwed a lot of people, including the 27 that are expected to lose their job next month at the Kmart in Westwood. Yeah, the state of New Jersey is going to protect them for a month because of the new law they passed. Thank you, Bed Bath & Beyond, for being a bunch of jerks or D words and letting and closing your stores before the law went into effect. But even then, they have a month to look for a new job. That in itself is not a lot of time. But yeah, he's a clown for recruiting. Obviously, they needed to recruit someone, and he was a sucker for it, And clearly, he would do anything from Eddie Lampert. And I'm sure Mr. Marquez has been to Eddie Lampert's house. With him making those posts on LinkedIn, he's been to his house is in Florida. I found him out of the elevators. Oh yeah. Yeah, XL seems to be getting a lot of malls. I mean, they're the cheapest bidder. Any mall nowadays is going to use the cheapest bidder. They don't care what the cost is. They want the cheapest and the most efficient way possible. It's unfortunate, but that's, malls now, they just want their elevators done efficient, and the cheapest bidder always wins, because they want to do it for the least amount of money. They don't want to spend too much on an elevator, because they know that the elevator is going to get beaten up anyway. So if they do it the most efficient way, the most cost-effective way, it just makes sense for the property. So, but that JCPenney's not closing. Century 21, yeah, they're just in New York City. You know what the sad thing is with the address at American Dream? It's really good that you bring up Century 21. Literally 555 just slapped down the address name. They kept all the same infrastructure from when that was supposed to be a Century 21. I mean, the registers were the same. All they did was change around the logos and stuff. That store was made, built, and for a Century 21. And all they literally did was just slap the address name on it, maybe make a couple of modifications, and that was about it. They really didn't do a whole lot with that. At least few times I've been in the address, it's been okay. I mean, ran into an issue, but it was resolved. But I'm not like the biggest thing on the address. I mean, I get it. It's a modest department store. They're trying to attract people from New York City to go there. That's why they have those specialized buses that go there from the city, so that the moms can go during the week while the dads are working to the address. But even that, it's nothing special. I mean, the only good thing in there is the Fujitec. That's about it. I mean, the Kona escalators, it's Kona escalators. But the Fujitec's about the only good thing in that store. I mean, elevator-wise, of course. They're pretty much already done. Yeah, they do that to try and get a better lease, I guess. Hello, Lenny. Yeah, probably another third party. Cheapest bidder, of course. Yeah, those sharks can be very dangerous in the ocean. I need to check something, by the way. No notifications. Oh. So. Yeah, I think. I believe I can't think who it's. I don't know which one installed the 330A, but one of them was there before Century 21, and then the other one I think was installed by Primark. I'm gonna have to say that the Excel was probably installed by yeah, it's very weird because it's two different elevators that are right next to each other. I don't know if it was probably Roosevelt Field that did the second one, and I'm gonna assume that Century put the Schindler in. Oh wow, yeah, vectors are very hard to find. I think Macy's at what the hell? Gallery of Crystal Run still has one. If Schindler hasn't touched it yet. So hmm. Yeah, that any Tallman Mall is with Schindler. Hmm. Just going through some stuff. No, Sunrise is still no, they closed it off except for a second floor entrance, which they just put a gate in. But no, Sunrise Mall is closed except for the Macy's and the outer Purcell stores. That was a really sad mall to walk through too when I went in 17. Well, I knew with JC Penney going out, I knew the property was in trouble. So I'm not surprised personally. Yeah, because I went there when JC Penney was closing, and then I went to the Sears too, which was sad, and then I went to the Macy's. Yeah, there's not vectors are very hard to find now, especially now with the closing of Lord and Taylor Quaker Bridge. Oh, I see. That makes sense. So yeah, I think Macy's Sunrise will probably close at some point. The question is, when are they going to close? So yeah, they are. They love the cheapest bidder. Cheapest bidder, meaning the person that can give them the best price for the elevator. So, hello. Yes, we know that they're going to close that store eventually. Well, they haven't said anything about that yet, about J.C. Penney at South Shore. That would be very sad, though. I would have to go back one last time if that's actually true, but I doubt it. They're going to try and keep that J.C. Penney store as long as they're there. I know ownership changed, but I don't know. We have to wait and see. I don't have a favorite mall in Florida because every time I've gone to Florida, it's been for Disney and Universal. So I haven't really checked them all. So I can't give you an answer to that, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely becoming a rare sight. Yeah, that's a good combination. Macy's, Penny's, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and AMC. I think they also have a Saks there or Neiman. I think they have that, or maybe they closed it. I don't know. Because it's a neighborhood store, and Macy's is looking to cut their losses there eventually. They just have to find the right timing for that store. They would close Woodbridge over Menlo Park and Livingston over Short Hills. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I read about that on the internet. Yeah, I don't know, but anyways, I think I'm gonna actually wrap up this stream right now. As crazy as that sounds, because I am pretty tired and I have a lot of stuff that I have to do in the morning. But I wanted to jump on here pretty quick, say hi to you guys, and hopefully we'll definitely do a stream when we get some more information. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and that will be it. See you guys next time.